The air in the vibrant castle kitchen was thick with the scent of cinnamon and rising dough. Sunlight streamed through a large arch window, making the copper pots gleam. Elara, the castle baker, a young, energetic woman with flour on her nose and bright braids, worked with focused joy, her hands expertly kneading the morning's bread. She had baked in this kitchen for years, but today, something caught her eye. On the massive, ancient stone oven, the one King Terran himself had used, a small, ethereal light pulsed from a barely noticeable crack in the intricate stonework. Elara, known for her sharp eyes and sharper curiosity, stopped her work. Intrigued, she reached out and gently pressed her hand against the glowing crack. A low, soft thrum echoed through the stone. The light pulsed brighter, and with a grinding sigh, the stone shifted, opening to reveal a hidden archway that led into darkness. Elara stepped through the archway, her bright apron and a small, flickering oil lamp contrasting sharply with the cold, damp stone passage. The passage spiraled downward, the air growing colder and heavier with the scent of dust and frozen roses. She was alone, but driven by the whisper of the forgotten. The passage abruptly ended, opening into a breathtaking scene. Elara gasped, the lamplight falling upon a magnificent, cavernous ballroom. Its arched ceiling was decorated with brilliant mosaics of stars and ancient heraldry. But it was not just empty, it was frozen. Dozens of detailed figures were caught mid-movement. A prince and princess were paused mid-dance, their velvet robes flowing, a single tear of crystallized ice hanging from the princess's cheek. Waiters were frozen pouring shimmering wine, and musicians were suspended with instruments to their lips. The entire scene was encased in an intricate, sparkling rime of eternal ice, turning the vibrant colors into a high-contrast spectacle of blue, white, and frozen gold. Elara carefully navigated the frozen figures, trying not to disturb the century-old moment. She noticed a small, ornate music box resting on a marble podium near the center of the room. It was the only object not completely encased in ice, it merely had a thin, frosty coating. Reaching it, she gently brushed the frost away. The box was made of polished obsidian with a detailed silver keyhole. Instinctively, Elara knew this was the key to breaking the spell. Her eyes fell upon a peculiar ring she always wore, an heirloom given to her grandmother by the royal family, with a tiny, silver key charm. With a hopeful, trembling hand, Elara inserted the tiny key into the music box. The small click of the lock seemed to shatter the silence of the room. A delicate, musical chime began to play, a simple, lilting waltz. As the music filled the air, the rime of ice covering the ballroom began to crack and melt. The frozen figures shivered. The prince blinked. The princess's tear fell and became a drop of water. The vibrant colors of their silks and velvets bled back into the room. The prince and princess looked confused, then spotted Elara. They were disoriented, as if they had only blinked. The prince approached Elara, his detailed blue and gold attire suddenly in motion, and he kneeled before her. "Brave baker," he declared, his voice rich and grateful. "You have broken the spell of the Kronos witch. You have saved the royal court." The ballroom was now alive, a scene of celebration and vibrant motion. In the bustling, unfrozen ballroom, Elara smiled, holding the tiny key. She had returned the court to life, but she felt most at home back where she belonged. A final image showed her back in her colorful kitchen, happily kneading dough, the tiny music box sitting proudly on her shelf, a reminder of the timeless secret she kept. I hope this version captures the wonder and excitement you were looking for.